Hi all, welcome to the Bundesliga team of the season. Looks a very interesting team this season for a number of particular cards. So if you can smash the links, be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GZLegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. As you can see by the thumbnail, some exciting cards. Let me know in the comments down below who you fancy for the Bundesliga team of the season, and if there's anyone in the team that I've missed out, let me know as well. So first off, in net is Farman. The three goalkeepers are probably very interesting to kind of and difficult to predict. Farman has been pretty much on the cusp of an inform so many times this season, but I think either will be most consistent or getting on form. Hummels will get in for team of the season. He's been absolutely insane and few informs to bag, and definitely a standout candidate for Bayern this season. Naldo, godly this season, absolutely insane. The guy has been phenomenal for Schalke. Don't know where he found this form from, but who cares? The guy has been a breath of fresh air, bagged a couple on forms, bagged a good upgrade, and his team season card could be appealing. Halstenberg's a bit of a punt. I've struggled on left backs. I only had 2 or 3 that really stood out, and he was one of them that for me was getting in this team of this season. Kimmich, any questions really, any doubts? I think the guy has been absolutely phenomenal this season. He's kind of more than taken the heir to Philip Lahm, and the guy I think could be right back for Bayern for many years to come. Kingsley Coman, very impressive. I know a few folk have touted Müller for right mid as well, but I think one of them should get into team of the season regardless. Leon Goretzka been another phenomenal talent for Schalke this season. Sure, he's went to Bayern in the summer. That was a pre-contract deal, but very impressive season. James Rodriguez kicked on in the second half of the season. Guy's been phenomenal, bagged a few informs, been pretty much showing the form, that reason why Real Madrid and all that had him in the first place. Leon Bailey, guy's just kicked on leaps and bounds this year, and the scary thing is he's not, even though he's Jamaican I believe, he hasn't played international football for anyone, which is kind of crazy. This guy could have a phenomenal card. TOTS Werner also will have an insane card. Question is what rating. I would imagine probably higher than his team of season last year. Guy has kicked on further and hopefully could lead the line for Germany this year in the World Cup. Lewandowski, another impressive season for him, maybe not to the higher standards that he would like, but still I think it's second or third top scorer in Europe this year, which kind of says a lot of things about how good the guy is as a forward. And then from the bench we have Leno. Guy has had a pretty not as consistent a season as he would like. I think he's had quite a fair amount of clean sheets, but I think Bayer Leverkusen not as high as they would probably like. Ginter, the guy has been phenomenal since leaving Dortmund to go to Borussia Mönchengladbach. They've just had a phenomenal season in general, and I think Ginter has at the back has played a key part in that in defence. Gnabry, on loan of course to Hoffenheim from Bayern. The guy has been phenomenal for them, and should see himself bagging in inform. Him, Kramaric and others have been standouts. Harit, very impressive for Schalke. I hadn't really known much about him until this season, but the guy has definitely left a mark on the league for sure, and definitely a talent for certain. Just recently transferred to Morocco I believe. Gregoric, he's had a very impressive season for Augsburg, definitely a standout in midfield, not just for them but also in the league and general, and should bag an inform. Kramaric, yeah, he's kicked on since leaving Leicester, and definitely maybe one that they might have regretted losing on. Max Kruse, definitely a very solid candidate for a striking option, could even be a cam centre forward, but I think should merit for Werder Bremen. I think he always seems to bag an inform. Burki is my third shout as goalkeeper. So I think he's the top clean sheets this season, which will go in his favour, while Dortmund have been suspect at times, and so is he, but he's been impressive regardless. Pavard for Stuttgart, very impressive centre back. Frenchman, could be an interesting cheap option if he was to get into the team. Max is my other left back option. Alaba doesn't seem to make the cut at the moment. Obviously Max seems to be quite a few popular shouts, but for Augsburg in general the guy has been actually very quality. Then Füllkrug bagged a lot of goals for Hanover this season. He was kind of seen as the man to help lead the line with Jonathan and improved Wiley. And Nils Pedersen for Freiburg, the guy has kicked on leaps and bounds this season, been absolutely phenomenal. and I think could be the cheaper alternative to Timo Werner this season. Also could still have a very tasty team this season in his own right. In terms of daily knockout cards, you've got Markuf, Yarstein, Sabitzer, Raphael and Orban. Of course, with the Bundesliga team season SBC potentially, with Bundesliga upgrade and premium upgrades as well. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, who you fancy, if I've missed anyone out at all for team this season or daily knockout cards. Smash likes as always, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GAsALegend. Take it easy all, thanks for watching as always, and I will catch you all later for more FIFA 18 content.